What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for MLB Saturday, June 3rd. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's MLB slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, we have an 8-game slate tonight, so let's take a look at the pitcher position. So I'm just going to pay up here. I found some value on this slate, and I love this matchup. I like Christian Javier with a massive pitching advantage here over the Los Angeles Angels. Christian Javier only giving up a .522 OPS versus righties, facing 5 righties. And I like this pick because the Angels have only hit 8 of his last 49 pitches. That's a 163 batting average with a pretty good sample size. He's 10,800 FanDuel salary, 200 less on DraftKings, averaging 35 fantasy points per game on the season. He has an ERA of 2.97, record is 6-1, pitching an average of 93 pitches per game. So I like Christian Javier here versus the Los Angeles Angels. Okay, let's take a look at the catcher first base position. Here's a value play. I like Connor Joe. He has a 48% batting advantage over Jordan Montgomery. Connor Joe batting 29% better versus lefty pitchers, batting .998 OPS versus lefties. Jordan Montgomery pitching 19% worse to righties as he does lefties, giving up a .767 OPS versus righties. Now, Connor Joe is only 1 for 6 here versus Montgomery, but the splits are good, and he's only 2,900 FanDuel salary, 500 more on DraftKings, averaging 10 fantasy points per game on the season. He scored 31, 19, and 9 fantasy points in the last 3 games, so he's been on fire recently. Has a batting average of 255. So I like Connor Joe here versus Jordan Montgomery. Also, Vegas thinks this is going to be a high-scoring game. 9.5 runs scored in this game. That's their over-under. So I also like that about this Connor Joe pick. Okay, everyone, it's time to announce the winner of our $25 weekly PayPal giveaway. And the winner is Jamie Baldwin. Congratulations, Jamie Baldwin. You are the winner of this week's $25 PayPal giveaway. Please reply to our comment to collect your prize. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won. And then we'll send you $25 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the second base position. So I like Owen Miller. He's got a 28% batting advantage over a low salary pitcher, Graham Ashcraft. Owen Miller batting 8% better versus righty pitchers, batting a .853 OPS versus righties. Graham Ashcraft pitching his worst ball versus righty batters, 20% worse than his other pitches, giving up a .879 OPS versus righties. Now, there's no at-bats versus Ashcraft yet, but Owen Miller only 3,000 FanDuel salary, 500 more on DraftKings, averaging 10 fantasy points per game on the season, scored fantasy points in all 5 of his last games, has a batting average of .331, And Vegas thinks there's going to be 10.5 runs scored in this game. That's their over-under. So I like Owen Miller here versus Graham Ashcraft. Okay, let's take a look at the third base position. So here's a value play. I like Mikhail Garcia with a 29% batting advantage over the low-salary pitcher Austin Gomber. Mikhail Garcia batting 43% better versus lefty pitchers, batting a .923 OPS versus lefties. Austin Gomber, he's giving up a .904 OPS versus righties. Now, there's no at-bats versus Gomber yet, but Mikhail Garcia, only 2,700 FanDuel salary, and he's 300 less on DraftKings, averaging 8 fantasy points per game on the season. He has a batting average of .262. Vegas thinks there's going to be 9.5 runs scored in this game. So I like Mikhail Garcia here versus Austin Gomber. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, moving on to the shortstop position, I like Bo Bichette. He's batting against Tyler Megill. Bo Bichette batting a .836 OPS versus righties. Taylor Megill giving up a .776 OPS versus righties. And Bo Bichette is 0 for 2 here versus Megill. And the splits aren't fantastic, but they're not bad either. He's 3,600 FanDuel salary, 1,800 more on DraftKings, averaging 12 fantasy points per game on the season, scored fantasy points in all 5 of his last games, has a batting average of .335. So I like Bo Bichette here versus Taylor Megill. Okay, moving on to the outfield position. Lots of mid-range plays that I like here at the outfield position. I'll go over them first, then I'll pick one to go into detail. So I like Andrew McCutchen, Randall Grichuk, Lane Thomas, Owen Miller, and Connor Joe. Both those guys can be played at the outfield position. And Brandon Marsh. So I'll go over Brandon Marsh. He's another value play here. He's got a 45% batting advantage over Mackenzie Gore. Brandon Marsh batting a .799 OPS versus lefties. Mackenzie Gore pitching his worst ball versus lefty batters, giving up a 1.177 OPS versus lefties. Now there's no at-bats versus Gore yet. Brandon Marsh is only 2,800 FanDuel salary, same price on DraftKings, averaging 10 fantasy points per game on the season, scored fantasy points in 4 out of his last 5 games, has a batting average of .282. So I like Brandon Marsh here versus Mackenzie Gore. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smickety smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this MLB slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.